Sally Steele, and welcome to another episode of my Sally Steele Rock Show. I discovered a really cool new band. I was asked to cover the opening band for The Who called The Wild Things. I went to the show on Friday to shoot the photos, and this British band was amazing. I went back the next night to see the whole show, and I couldn't believe how talented this band was. Sydney Ray White came out on stage with her guitar and belted out songs like A Sultry Suzi Quatro and Pat Benatar rolled into one. Her husband, Robert Kendrick, came out and he had really cool turquoise hair and a Hawaiian shirt and a really cool punk style all his own. They were a power duo backed up by Cam White on bass and Pete Wheeler on drums. I couldn't wait to meet up with Sydney and Rob to interview them. We found a spot to do the interview in the Dolby Live lobby where they were setting up for the Who VIP party. It was quiet when we got there until they started pounding tables together with hammers. I kept laughing because when I was interviewing them, I was looking at these men with tables and hammers going bam, 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 bam. Hey, it's Sally Steele, and we're here with the Wild Things. So excited they're opening up for The Who tonight. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Sydney Ray White, singer and guitarist of The Wild Things, and...
I'm Rob Kendrick, the one with blue hair.
I noticed that last night. You have amazing show last night. I was so impressed. It's my first time seeing you guys. Now, I've got to ask, before I get into the music, how did you guys meet exactly?
We actually met through Pete Townsend many moons ago. We did a show of his. It was Quadrophenia on stage. And yeah, we were both cast in it, and that's how we met. Yeah, and now here we are today.
No, you say you were cast, and were you musicians?
No, it was like a rock opera, I suppose you'd call it.
Quadrophenia.
Yeah, it was Quadrophenia, the album on stage. So it was like this kind of stage show with the music from Quadrophenia, and but put to kind of scenes. It was very dramatic, very good.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Okay, so like, was it love at first sight?
No, I tried to introduce myself to Sids, and you just went, I can't be F learning anybody else's name, and stormed off. That was the first time we met.
I refused to meet him for about 2 weeks. It took a while, but, you know.
Why did you want to meet him?
I didn't want to meet anybody. I'm stubborn, and I was tired and hot-headed, and...
You're a lead singer before you're even in a band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just being a diva. But nah, I'm here now.
Now, you guys are married now.
We are, yeah.
Perfect match. If you hear some hammering going on, I got to explain they're setting up for I guess it's a VIP party for The Who going on here.
Yeah.
So just ignore the hammering.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay. So
They heard you.
okay.
Couldn't make it up if you tried.
Okay. So this is Vegas. What can I say? So I got to ask you, like, did anybody ever tell you that you remind them a little bit of Suzi Quatro?
A lot of Americans tell me that. Not so much in the UK, but I'm cool with it. I have.
You had on your jumpsuit and everything, and you just looked adorable. I mean, she played bass, but she was more popular in the UK than America, actually. So
yeah, I don't know why it's more of an American comment that I get. I'm not sure. It's. You know, some people go sort of the stereotypical, oh, you remind me of Blondie, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but it's only because I have blonde hair, right?
Blondie,
like, yeah. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take the compliment.
What were your influences?
Oh man, we all come from very different backgrounds musically. Me and Cam usually kind of some old school stuff. I was an emo kid, so I loved, you know, like Jimmy Eat World and Fall Out Boy, old school Fall Out Boy and stuff like that. But Cam was kind of Beach Boys and Springsteen. You were like...
Yeah, I just took on everything, really.
Yeah.
So the music ended up being a little piece of lots of people's experiences, and that's how it all came together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird mix, but somehow it works. So. I mean, it's so good.
Okay, I can edit. So you were in Quadrophenia, so that's how you met Pete Townsend.
Yeah.
And he is very much involved with your band.
Yeah, he produced our last record. We basically we did Quadrophenia, but we aside from in the rehearsal process, there wasn't much interaction with him per se, because we were just the cast sort of performing his work. But then afterwards, I had somehow acquired his email address, and we joined a band along with my brother Cam White, who's the bassist. Or we became a band, I should say. And basically a long time ago, we were like, should we just email him our stuff? Because, we can. So we did, saying, oh, check, we're in a band now, Pete, check this out. And he was like, this is crap, come back later.
Really?
Yeah, well, not maybe those words, but he was like, oh, you need to work on this. And he was right. And yeah, then a few years later, we sort of emailed him again after we'd taken a lot of development and, really gone out and with some influences and stuff. And yeah, the latest record, he was like, I'd love to go into the studio with you and see what happens. And yeah, he ended up co-producing it with my brother, and we haven't released it yet, so we're excited to show that to the world. We perform a lot of songs from it tonight and last night, and when we play with them at MSG, but the world has to wait a little bit longer to hear it on record.
Well, that's exciting. And I understand that Pete played guitar on...
Yeah, he played guitar and sang, didn't he? Yeah, on a couple of the songs.
Yeah, some keys as well.
And keys, yeah, and what was that instrument?
Synth?
Yeah, well, I don't know what it was.
Organ, a whole bunch of keys.
Organ,
Yeah.
I was thinking of organ. Yeah, he played so many things. It was amazing. It was astounding to watch.
Wow. Yeah. So does that mean you can hang out with Roger and Pete as mates and go out for beer?
Oh yeah, we played table tennis, pool, we went swimming. No.
No, we see Pete backstage, which is great. And
yeah, everybody's been so supportive on the Who's team. It's been a really incredible experience. So thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I did notice that you were kind of late in responding to me last night at like 1 a.m. So I thought, oh, they're partying with Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck last night.
We are, and I'm sorry to disappoint people, the most un-rock and roll people. Like 10 p.m. is way past my bedtime. It's just, we were probably all at home just like, I don't remember. No, I was in bed. It wasn't 1 a.m. That's why I wasn't responding. I was asleep. I was like, we've had a show, man. We haven't had a day off in like 3 weeks, so.
Well, isn't this the last night of the tour?
This is it. This is the last night. Yeah, completely. Yeah. I'm kind of, it's bittersweet to say the least. Don't want to go home, but
Excited to see the dog, but don't want to go home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very excited to see our dog. That's about the.
Now, where is home?
London, Soho in London, yeah. So quite a hop, skip, and a jump away from Vegas, unfortunately. But we'll be back. We'll come back, yeah.
Now, if you could describe your music to somebody that's never heard you guys before.
Oh, man, why can I never answer this question? I should pre-prepare. Sorry.
There's a lot of rock influence in there, but with sort of catchy pop melodies, particularly because Sid's has such an incredible voice and incredible range. Our inspirations run from obviously the Who through to a lot of new rock and all that sort of thing. But then, yeah, because of Sid's incredible vocal range, it allows the melodies to soar. So it's a little bit of all of that.
It's pop nostalgic rock, but more airing on the rock side.
Great. And you just got off the Kiss cruise, right?
Yes, that was a trip. That was so much.
Did you get to hang out with Gene and Paul?
We got to hang out with Paul and Tommy. We didn't see Gene, but Paul and Tommy we hung out with for a bit. They came to see our show. They were great. They were such cool dudes. Yeah.
Living the rock star life here, you guys.
I mean, trying.
Yeah. Aside from the naps and the buffet.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you'll find us, at the buffet and at catering. Yeah.
Well, awesome. I'm going to come over to London and say hi to you guys one of these days.
Please
we'll
do.
Interview you.
Yeah.
Send me a place on your couch.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hang out with the dog.
Come to Soho. You'll enjoy it, I think. Yeah.
Okay, well, great. I can't wait for tonight to see your whole show. I took some great pictures of you last night. I'm going to send those to you. And I'm going to see the whole show tonight, so I'm really excited. So if you get a chance, you've got to see the Wild Things. They are phenomenal. And they are on tour with The Who, and I guess this is their last night in Vegas. Lots of great things to come. See you next time. Sally Steele rocks. Bye-bye.
They couldn't talk long because they had to go to sound check. So I just reviewed the video and packed up and got everything ready to head out.
I heard the Who were going to do a sound check, and I couldn't help but wonder if Roger Daltrey was going to be with them and coming in. I had been suffering for years because I didn't get a picture with Roger Daltrey when I met him and Pete Townsend backstage in 2006. And I missed interviewing Roger in 2012 because I was out of town. So I went down to leave, but I stopped to get some coffee, and I was just kind of looking around. It's like, I wonder if they're coming in. So I got some cream and got some more cream and looked around, got some more sugar, got some more sugar, looked around, got some more sugar, looked around, tasted the coffee. Oh, this needs more cream and sugar. Got some more cream. So I got my coffee and I went out to the exit, which is also the entrance to the backstage area. I started to walk out, but I kind of stopped. It's like, if I leave now, I would always wonder what would have happened if I had stayed just a little bit longer and Roger Daltrey came in. So I was sitting there with security, and I could see in the cameras who was coming in, who was leaving, and I started to put my coffee down when all of a sudden Roger Daltrey whisked right by me. So I was like, "Excuse me, Roger, can I get a picture with you?" And he didn't stop. I was panicked. He didn't hear me, or he's ignoring me, but he didn't hear me. So I said it louder, "Roger, can I please get a picture with you?" And he stopped and he turned around and smiled. We were alone and there was nobody there to take a picture. So I'm fumbling around and shaking with my phone camera, all nervous, like, okay, I'm trying to get this. My selfies are blurry. I wish there was somebody to take a picture. And he just said, "Oh, here comes my man. He'll take a picture of us." So Roger's crew guy came over and Roger asked him, "Will you please take a picture of us?" And the guy took a picture, and I thanked Roger for the picture, and Roger smiled at me and walked away. I was so happy. Thank you, spirits and angels of the universe, for letting me get my picture with Roger Daltrey. I was on top of the world. My journey was complete with the Who. Thank you to the Wild Things for such a great interview and helping me complete my journey and mission to get my picture with Roger Daltrey. And thank you to Penny Guyon at Firefly Media for inviting me to cover the show. Thank you for tuning in. Join me right here every week for my Sally Steele Rock Show. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you on the streets of rock and roll.